Good afternoon. Okay, so this is the second video in my running diary. Today is the 21st of December, also known as winter solstice. I was going to go across the river to the Three Wishes Fairy Festival, some kind of folk music festival where they've got a load of tutus. They're trying to actually break the world record for the most people wearing tutus at one time. It's brilliant. Turns out it's £75 to get in though, so I didn't go this weekend. But winter solstice, so I was going to get up really early and go for an early morning run. The idea being I'd be in the middle of the countryside as the sun was rising and it would be beautiful. And I set my alarm for 4 AM this morning and it went off and I woke up and I thought, no, I do not want to get up, and that really set the tone for the day. It got to midday by the time I was actually awake and ready to go for my run. So midday came and I set out and it was brutal. Yes, I'm pushing myself further than the last time. I'm going 29 kilometers rather than 27, but something was wrong from the very beginning. I had to stop barely 2 kilometers in because I felt sick. I had to take a 10-minute break just to let that feeling pass, and then, oh my days. Oof. Although there were some good moments. 14 kilometers in, ooh. Actually, the book I mentioned last time, this is Eat and Run by Scott Jurek, very good. It gives you inspiration to keep going, because then you have the thought, well, what's a 45-mile ultramarathon compared to the 150-mile ultramarathons this guy runs? And it also gives you some fairly useful nutritional advice, although fairly useless if you don't have a blender. So if you're going to take his advice, I recommend investing in a blender first. Anyway, he talks about at various points how running long distances can be almost spiritual, almost meditative. 14 kilometers in, I found that you get to the point where you're almost too tired to think, and then your mind is as empty and peaceful as it is during the best of meditations. But by 21 kilometers it was starting to get difficult. But I did it, and I don't feel too bad considering. The one drawback getting back is that, well, normally I have salted nuts as a post-run snack, because one of the things when you're running a long distance, you sweat a lot, you sweat out a lot of salt. You need to replenish the salt. Sadly, I don't have any salted nuts on me right now, so I had to go for salty dissolved in water, which does not taste very nice. If you're training, invest in some salted nuts before you go on your run, because salt dissolved in water is not very nice at all. So yeah, now I am going to spend the rest of the afternoon lying in bed and watching films on Netflix, which I feel is thoroughly deserved after my 3-hour run that I've just done. Ooh, before I go, I've lost my watch, but I think I did 29 kilometers today in about the same time as I did 27 last time. So somehow, despite the suffering and the difficulty today, or maybe even because of it, I'm getting faster, which is always very nice. Anyway, speak soon, and I'll see you for installment 3.